Hi, I'm Russ with Russ Olson Video, and I've got a few tips for you on shooting video with a regular smartphone. This is the tripod that I'll be using to shoot video with the iPhone. You can see it's got a little adapter on the top there. These tripods come with the adapter. Some of them you can buy them separate. They're not that expensive. I'll put a link in the description, place you can go to get this. But basically, it's just an adapter that sits on the top there. You just screw it in. I have an iPhone 5. I've put an iPhone 6 Plus in this adapter and it worked just fine. But I put the iPhone in there so that it's sitting, the back you can see is where the bars are, and then the front where you'll be looking at the screen doesn't have the bars, so that will give you a clear view of sight. Your camera is right there on the top, so you get your iPhone in just like that and you're all set to go. You'll want to film on a clean, solid color surface. This is a table that I painted white, so this is where I do a lot of my work and filming on this table. You can also use a poster board. I suggest a matte, using the matte side so it's not as shiny. When I spray painted this table, I did it with a satin finish or an eggshell finish, something that has a little bit of sheen but not a lot of sheen. So, and as far as the camera goes, you can have the camera two ways. You can either have it set up on this side, or you can set it up near you like this and do everything here. There are advantages and disadvantages to both ways. The advantages to setting up this way is as you're working, you can see what you're doing and you can do everything towards you yourself. The disadvantage is that you're a lot closer to everything. And I think it's a little more appealing if I'm a little up higher and I can see more of the picture. So I like to shoot on this side, and if I shoot on this side, I can actually put the tripod a little bit higher and get more of the picture on this side. The disadvantage to having it on this side, however, is that you're doing everything upside down. You really want to pretend that this is the person that you're showing your craft to. And if you're showing your craft to this person, you got to realize if I have this camera and it's facing me, it's going to be upside down to them. So I have to put it this way so that it's facing them and do everything that way. So that's the one down. So there's advantages and disadvantages to both. Honestly, it's personal preference. I've seen it done both ways, and both ways have turned out amazing and gotten some really good reviews. So those are little tips to keep in mind when you're shooting with an iPhone and a tripod by yourself. Another thing, if you're shooting this way, you can't see what's going on. So you might want another person to help you to kind of take a look at the picture, make sure everything looks okay and everything's in the picture that you're shooting. Or just set it up really good beforehand and take a look at it when you're done. A few things to keep in mind with lighting is you want a really light area. I do suggest shooting outside. I love outside. It's all natural light. My favorite time to shoot is about 9:30 a.m., 10 a.m., just right in the shade. One thing you want to think about with that, though, is weather. If the wind's blowing, then you have to take that into consideration. If you're inside like I am in here, you want to make sure you have really good lighting. A couple of lamps, maybe, light it up as best you can. I use some softbox lights that I got on Amazon. I'll put a link to where I got those softbox lights. They let off a lot of light. They're really good. The thing that's nice about those boxes is that it's natural light, so it looks natural. You don't have to go with the softboxes. You can easily do it with the light you have in the house. Just make sure you have plenty of light. And outside always looks great. So I do suggest shooting outside if you can do that. You'll also want everything that you're going to use in the video in the picture. So I have my tape over here. I need to make sure that I have that in the picture so that when I shoot it, they can see exactly all the materials that I'll be using. When it's in the picture and they see it for a minute, I usually keep my hands out of the picture for a couple of seconds. I would say about 5 seconds or so. Leave it out, and then you can start your project. My project, I'm not as creative as many of you are, so I just have a couple of cutouts that I'm doing. This weekend is actually Father's Day weekend, so I thought I would do some cutouts of things that I would like for Father's Day. I have a nice EOS 1D camera I've had my eye on for a while, Hero 4, GoPro, and those drones are always cool. So Katie, my wife, I hope you're paying attention here. We'll go ahead and put this together, and I'll put this in a special place for you. I hope this little tutorial has helped everybody. Please leave a comment. Let me know what else you want to see. You can email me, give me suggestions. Let me know what's working for you, what's not working, and then I can add those in future videos. And you can always give me a call. You've got my info. Thanks for watching.